In this video, I'm going to share with you the one shoulder exercise that everybody needs to be doing, whether you're 20 years old or 80 years old. This exercise is very important to make sure your shoulders stay strong and healthy, and your mid back and upper back are going to feel good as a result of doing this as an extra bonus. If you watch through to the end of the video, you'll understand why you need to do this shoulder exercise, how to do this shoulder exercise, and how often to do this shoulder exercise. And the best part is you can do this at home. So if you're ready, let's get ready to think right, move right, and feel right. So first, let's talk about what everybody's daily life looks like. It usually involves slouching in front of a computer, or if you're not a computer person, you're manipulating things in front of your body because your eyes are on the front of your face, and that means you're looking forward and you start getting drawn into things. Whether it's reading books, taking notes, or just chilling out and watching a screen somewhere, your shoulders are generally rounded forward, you're going into this position, and this starts to feel uncomfortable. If you're very lucky, it's not very painful, but you just feel kind of weak, and then when you go to pick something up off the ground, your shoulders for some reason start making popping, snapping, and if you're lucky, this doesn't really hurt so much, but when you go to lift heavy objects, you start noticing that your shoulders feel a little bit tenuous and you can't quite trust them. And if you actually try to lift something heavy, it feels like you just have these tiny little sewing threads keeping your arm glued to the rest of your body, and the idea of lifting really just doesn't feel good. And a lot of people will end up feeling like this whole area back here is just tense all the time. And even though you keep massaging and trying to stretch across your body, it just doesn't feel good. And these muscles, the rhomboids between your shoulder blades and those lower traps just constantly feel like, oh, I want somebody to rip them out. And that's where this exercise comes in. So you can do this at home. It's called a dumbbell row. You don't even need a dumbbell to do it. You can use a backpack loaded with weight. You can use a kettlebell. You can use anything that has a little bit of heft. So you just put one hand onto your couch. You're going to grab your dumbbell or whatever you've got. You're hinged at the hips with your knees bent. Since most of you probably can't do this with straight knees, you just keep your knees bent. You're going to hold on here, be stable, be balanced, and then you're going to pull the shoulder blade back and then lift up like so. Then you come down and you can let the shoulder blade down a little bit. What you don't want to do is use a weight that's so heavy it feels like it's pulling your arm out of the socket, and you want to be able to pull the shoulder blade back and then lift up, down, and then let the shoulder blade down. This should not feel super hard, terrible, intense, pinchy, jammy, or anything like that. Use a weight that feels very doable, and you're going to do 15 to 25 repetitions of this. So this weight should not be super heavy. Use something like 5 pounds or 10 pounds when you start, and then just start building up, adding weight as you get stronger at doing this. You definitely want to do both sides and pay attention to how it feels on both sides. If one side feels like you can get 25 repetitions really easy and the other side feels like, no way, I can only do like 15, then you know that one side is weaker than the other side. You're going to do 2 sets on each side. Take a rest of 60 to 90 seconds in between sets, and when you're done with the 2 sets on both sides, then whichever side was weaker, do an extra set of as many reps as you can on that weaker side. This exercise helps you use the rhomboids and helps you retract your shoulder blade, which helps correct a lot of that shoulder rounding. You'll also find that just getting into this position and practicing this position helps your spine learn how to coordinate good posture. By working all those muscles, you're going to be improving your posture and improving your ability to lift up heavy objects. You want to do this short little shoulder exercise workout twice a week, so maybe Monday, Thursday, or Tuesday, Saturday, or something like that. Just don't do it on back-to-back days, as you will just cripple yourself with soreness. When you can do 2 sets of 25 reps on both sides really easily, then it's time to bump that weight up. Add 5 or 10 pounds to your dumbbell and then keep on going. If after a month or 2 you're starting to feel like really sore as you're doing all this, then give yourself a week off and then get back into it. You're going to find doing all these rows builds up the strength of the back of your shoulder and those rhomboids, and that's going to make everything feel more stable and secure. So when you go to pick something up, like a heavy weight or a bag of groceries, whatever it is, you're going to just feel like, hey, I've got the strength to do it, and it doesn't feel so scary for my shoulder. This exercise can make a huge difference in your overall quality of life in modern society. I include this exercise in all my paid programs like the back pain fix and the shoulder fix and the thoracic outlet syndrome fix. It's so important that you have this control of your shoulders and your upper back that I recommend it for everybody. If you're looking for more ways to improve the strength and function of your shoulder, then be sure to check out the videos that I'm going to link here. If you want to support this channel, use the thanks button or the PayPal link in the description box. Like, share, and subscribe with the bell notification icon clicked. And as always, I hope you remember that pain sucks, life shouldn't.